guys, and I just wanted to briefly explain why there are no uploads recently. It's because I've been at university, been incredibly busy, and haven't had access to any of my editing software or anything. So that's what's happened, but I'm on the summer now, so I hopefully should be getting the rest of the series up, and we'll see where it takes us from there. Anyway, hope you can remember it. Welcome back to Battle of the Champions. So here we are with the footage corrupted right at the start. So we join us on the way into turn 1. We cover the inside line and defend nicely from the two behind. We seem quite slow through these two corners, and as I say that, especially the exit of this corner, we run wide and Callum goes straight around the outside. We defend nicely, we use Kurz, he's got massive overspeed, can we dive it back up the inside? But no, he's much later on the brakes than we expect. We hook it into the apex and we'll run quite wide on the exit there. Now back in the slipstream using the rest of our half bar occurs, and then up in the slipstream Callum still, he covers the inside, we go back right down the inside, but we're too pinched on the apex. Nice defending there from Callum. We're actually vulnerable from behind, and Wolves goes clean around the outside, does he? No, not quite. Doesn't quite have the traction to make it stick. Now we're in the slipstream again of Callum, not using our curves, probably saving it for the straight at the end of the lap. He goes defensive, we break much later around the outside, see if we can hook it around. We're not quite far enough alongside, he gets good initial traction out of the corner. We're still side by side, but he holds on to the position and moves over to defend nicely there. Worms has got himself back into the picture behind as well, so we need to watch out for that as we get a massive slide of oversteer, just about catch it. Good save there, as we now have to think about Worms rather than attacking Callum ahead. But again, we run wide on this corner, really struggling to hook that corner up, which might mean we're vulnerable from Worms coming into the Dunlop hairpin. We defend into the middle of the track. He could have gone down the inside there, but chooses not to, and we break quite late, maybe a little bit too late. That makes us a little bit vulnerable on the exit, as Worms gets great drive, possibly using a bit of Kurz, and slices across us up the Schumacher S's. A lovely move there. Callum up ahead still, and we try and dive around the outside, bit of wheel-to-wheel contact, we get squeezed wide. Nice defending there from Worms, so we're going to have to give him the position back whilst not losing too much time to Callum, so we don't actually lift off, we just allow him to go back straight past us. We then tuck into the slipstream. Can we make it round the outside? It's an audacious move if we can make it. We tuck it into the apex, squeeze him over the big curves, make it stick, but he gets a lovely switchback, which he loves to do. And we squeeze him into the last corner's apex, but he's still there, so we have to give him room, and we get a lovely bit of traction, hold on to the position. We take that corner slightly better, still pretty awfully. We've got auto-braked on the tarmac on the outside there. We squeeze Worms right to the outside of the track, and he runs wide because he can't see the turning point. So decent defending there. Now we're hunting down Callum, who's still just within a second, so we'll get DRS on this lap as it's lap 3. And we come into Dunlop, and it's the first one we haven't been side by side into this corner, and we managed to take it reasonably nicely, close up probably a couple of tenths in that corner. We get a lovely slipstream up this up the curved section here, and we're going to try and make another move into this corner. We dive down the inside. Callum doesn't quite cover it this time. We were out much earlier and squeeze him lovely wide there. So we learned from our previous mistakes of screwing up that corner. We get DRS as mentioned, but Worms has got massive straight line speed, which we weren't expecting because he's not been particularly quick in any of the previous races in a straight line. And we squeeze him to the outside, and there nicely we get a bit too much curve. That unsettles the car and one slightly wide, and Worms comes straight back up the inside with his favoured switchback move. We go for the switchback ourselves, but he parks it nicely on the apex. We end up losing position, but Callum's got massive overspeed. We've got Kurz. We tuck down the inside, also as a defensive move from Callum behind with 3 wide going into turn 1. Worms looks like he's dropped off a bit, and then Callum brakes incredibly late around the outside. That's not us squeezing this Callum wide really, that's just us understeering off the track. Quite aggressive from us there, and Worms runs wide himself, and we dive it down the inside and just unload the steering, see if we can squeeze him into the second apex, which we can do quite nicely, and we hold on to the position around the outside and hold our line into these fast sweepers. Especially this one, I'm really still struggling with, still haven't hooked it up, and that's going to give Worms a run surely coming into Dunlop. We defend quite late there, but all fair enough, he wasn't alongside, and still defend our position, use first gear now, and it looks like we finally got the nose tucked into this corner, but it struggles for traction on the exit because we had to do a gear shift in the traction zone there, putting a bit of load through the rear tyres, and again now we're the recipient of the slipstream rather than gaining from it, but we don't defend because we don't think Worms is going to dive up the inside, which he does not. And now we've got to get a good run here, because we know how fast Worm's in a straight line. We've done that reasonably, but I think Worm's got a better run. We've got more of our curves to use this time, but he's got much more overspeed than we expect, so we do have to defend into this final chicane. We keep it nice and tidy this time though, and hold the position. But he's got good straight line speed again with DRS, so we go do a nice defensive move there to the inside and hold on to the position just about. We look so, but we've got caught a little bit there with maybe a little bit of side pod glitch when we're running him out of road. So yeah, not quite sure what happened there, but coming into Dunlop for the last lap, we lock up. Still haven't really nailed this corner, and Callum's got a good run on us. He's going to be very close for the slipstream. He's still there, so we have to give him a cast, which gives us a compromised line through the Schumacher S's. We're going to have to defend hard into this fast sweeper here. Callum brakes incredibly late. We actually cut the corner there and get tagged slightly wide. We're going to hold it around the outside, and Callum absolutely swipes us off the track there. We lose our front wing. And due to the penalties, we end up actually winning that race with Callum in second and Worms in third, which means that Worms is still leading the championship on 80 points, with me and Callum joint on 76, 4 points behind, which means it's incredibly close going into the final two races with everything to play for. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time for part 5 of Battle of the Champions.